Good morning, my YouTube family. It is your boy Zarian. We're back with a Raid Shadow Legends video, and it's early morning. Got my coffee, and it is two-time Ancient Shards. We're going to be pulling on both accounts, but I just want to go over kind of, before we pull on each account, like kind of what I'd be looking for. Maybe this can help somebody out, and people ask me quite a bit, like, where am I? How am I doing? Things like that. So we're going to kind of get into that and go over it. So we'll start. This is the earlier account, not my more advanced account. Not that my other one's so much more advanced, but what we are doing, nope, I don't want that, thank you very much, and I don't want that either, thank you very much, and I don't want that either, thank you very much, and I don't want that. Raid, stop. Okay. Just quickly, if you are just trying this game out and you want to jump into a clan with zero pressure at all, jump into XMG fam. There's 8 of us. We just have a good time. We talk, we learn, we help each other. So, yeah, jump into that. But we're going to start with my progression in dungeons. Here we have Arcane Keep, I'm at 15, Spirit Keep 15, Magic 15, Force 15, Void I'm at like 11. Minotaur's Labyrinth, I can farm 14 quickly. I can farm 15, but it's like a 4-minute battle, so I just farm 13 or 14 when I do it. Ice Golem's Peak, I'm only at comfortably farming 14, but I don't really care for the gear out of Ice Golem, so I'm not too heavily focused on that. Spider is something I definitely like to improve on. I am only farming 10 here, so I would love a strong AoE nuker. Dragon, I am comfortably farming stage 13. I can get up to 15, but I would love a strong dragon champion, like a bad Alcazar would be awesome. And then Fire Knight's Castle, stage 10. So, yeah. Pretty much on this account, I'm looking for anything good. Clan boss, I would love a, bad elk could help me in the clan boss with the poisons. And a cult brawler would be awesome. So, here are my champions, and we'll go into the vault, and in my vault is just some people I use for clan boss, or not clan boss, for faction wars that I'm hanging on to till I can replace them, and then rosin food and relic keeper food for that. And I love Basher. I pulled Basher last double voids. Varask is like my utility healer. Really love him. Coffin Smasher is my attack down. I would love to get like a Royal Guard on this account. That would be sick. Tyrell, Lightsworn's a void, so not him. Kale, he is my main poisoner, along with Juliana and the clan boss. I'm working on leveling up Doom Priest. I actually pulled Kale out of a mystery shard because I started with Elaine. I have my speed lead in Jingle Hunter, so I'm pretty happy about that. I have Apothecary. Frozen Banshee is my lead for clan boss because my accuracy is just downright terrible. And then Draconis, I will work on getting him up. And Alagaeus was pretty disappointing for me, but I use him in 3v3. And I have Zargala, but she needs a ton of books. I have Jarreg. So, I'm going to work on Jarreg, get him up for his decreased attack, 50%. And he does give an ally protection, so I want to try him out instead of Coffin Smasher. But I got to get him up and running. So, yeah. So that's pretty much my account. So anything really good would be just super helpful here. And we have 21. So I'm going to pull 110 pop to start us off. Then we'll pull 11 singles. So wish me luck. And if I get anything good, we'll kind of go over them as I go over them here. Start off with Dark Elaine, Tashada, whole bunch of Apothecary, okay, Snorting Thug, and Templar. Now, not a bad pull. Dark Elaine's a login character, so that's kind of disappointing. Apothecary I already have. I mean, it's Bogwalker I have, Wagon Bag I have that. Soulbound Bower I don't, and I'm interested to use her. A Attacks all enemies, has an additional 25% chance of inflicting a critical hit. Attacks one enemy, has an additional 25% chance of inflicting a critical hit, but ignores defense. Then Ascended attacks one enemy with an additional 25% chance of inflicting a critical hit, also has a 75% chance of fully depleting the target's turn meter. So Fire Knight, I'm interested to use her there. And then she gets crit rate in battle. So pretty interested to try her in Fire Knight for that ability, and also Spider. So she could be somebody I'm going to play around with. But yeah, that was not bad, but not what I wanted either. And I gotta go make room. Alright, so we made some room. I forgot to do that before the video started. So let's do another one. Alright, Epic. Ramiro. Now I have Juliana, so that's pretty interesting. He does have synergy, I believe, with Juliana. Attacks one enemy, places a 7.5% continuous heal buff on the ally with the lowest HP. Places a 15% continuous heal buff on all allies for 2 turns. Steals 1 buff from a random enemy. Places a shield buff on all allies equal to 10% of their max HP for 2 turns. Places a 30% increase defense buff on this champion. And when he's Ascended, it's a 25% max HP. So, and then attacks all enemies 3 times, only available when Juliana's on the same team. And he's a defensive champion, so that one could be interesting for me. So, yeah, that one's pretty good. Frozen Banshee, I don't need another one of her, and I already have her booked out. Oh, what is this? Greybeard. He's farmable. That was a steaming pile of crap. A Justicar, no thank you. Soulbound Bower, okay, so there's a book 4. Interesting. Alright. 6 more, and then we'll head over to the other account. Alright, another epic. Shaman. Okay. Another epic? Is that freaking... Oh, Ania. Which one is she? Attacks one enemy 2 times, extra 10% chance of gaining an extra turn. Attacks one enemy, has an 80% chance of placing a weakened debuff. Attacks one enemy, has an 80% chance of placing a decreased debuff, defense debuff, and accuracy and faction crips. So, I mean, the double hitter on the A1 could help me out in Fire Knight, I guess. Yeah. Dragon's Lair, I could see that with the weaken and the decreased defense. Alright, that could be playable, but I was hoping to see some gold. Oh god, no thank you. There it is. Robar. Alright. Legendary. Alright, what do we got? Attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. Ascended, 50% chance of placing a buff, stun debuff. Grants an extra turn if this debuff is successfully placed. Okay. Attacks all enemies. Hits each hit has a 75% chance of placing a 60% decreased debuff for 2 turns. Attacks all enemies. Damage increases if the target is under stun, sleep, or freeze. Oh, this guy sounds like a spider for sure. What am I looking at? Spider's Den, yeah, okay. Sweet. That is awesome. An actual good legendary I can use. Woo! Nice. Okay. 2 more. Temptress. Nope. Skink. I just love the way these guys look. I wish they were better. My Lizardmen suck in Faction Wars, so maybe you can help me out. Attacks one enemy, will ignore block damage, shield, or buffs. Okay. Attacks one enemy, 50% chance of placing a 30% decreased debuff. Places a 50% heal reduction debuff if the target has decreased defense. So that could be Fire Knight, I guess, because the decreased heal. Attacks one enemy, Hits is a critical, has a heal reduction debuff, and then increases magic ally attack in all battles. Probably not worth it, right? Dragon's Lair, Clan Boss. I know these things suck, but no, Fire Knight. I use them as a guide here. And of course, I'll check out Hell Hades and J-Gigs and all those guys to see what I got. Robar. Not bad. Pretty stoked about that. So, I don't want to buy anything. The tournament here... Was it a tournament? Or it's a summon rush? I think it's a summon rush, right? Champion Chase tournament. Alright, got some XP boost. Perfect. That works for me. I need a book there, so that's pretty good. So, let's go over to the other account. Alright, so we are back on... This is the account I started when I had no idea what I was doing, and I've gone through and made a lot of changes in this account based on what I've learned and my good buddies who helped me out. So, starting with the dungeons, I'm 2-keying Brutal, starting to get into speed tuning, but I can level 15 all the potion dungeons, level 15 here. Ice Golem I haven't focused on much at all, but I'm comfortably farming stage 14. Spider's Den, I am stage 14. Dragon's Lair, I am 17. And then Fire Knight's Castle, I am 15. So, could use some help there. And what I really, really want on this account is a Poisoner. Because when we go over my champions, I am using Kale as my main Poisoner still for Clan Boss. And I'd really, really like a good Poisoner. So I have Turvold. Turvold was my... 3rd legendary I pulled with this account. I have Seal of the Drakes through the login rewards, and she is absolutely fantastic. War Mother was the 2nd legendary I ever pulled on this account, and I use her in Spiders because she has an AoE with the bombs. I have Tuhawk, which you guys saw me pull. I have Lightsworn, Zargala, Seeker, who I like quite a bit for Arena, Tyrell, Royal Guard, Stag Knight. I was using Bulwark as my lead for Clan Boss for a while, but I don't have a lot of gear on this account because I didn't focus on gear on this account way back in the day. Because I was like, oh, I'll just give Immortal and the other gear that you get all the time. I'll just use those and I'll be fine. And Belaware, one of my favorite characters in the game. Frozen Banshee. I am using Coffin Smasher as my decrease attack in Clan Boss, and I've been playing around with Tyrell, but I just can't get it to work, and I do more damage with Coffin Smasher. Kale is my Poisoner. I have Apothecary, Warland Frost King, who I'm interested to play around with. Borealis Varanus was my 4th legendary. Yannica was my 1st legendary ever, and I was so pumped, and then I read she was awful because it was for the buff. So, yeah. Rearguard Sergeant, working on her. Husk. Vergis. Reliquary Tender. I have a 2nd Belaware, which I want to put into a stun set to help me clear waves, but I don't have a stun set, so I'm playing around with the Frost set. We have Fellhound, War Maiden, Diabolist, blah, blah, blah. You guys saw me pull Baron. I'm working on getting him up. Then Ultimate Gaelic. I did the Skull Lord fusion, and that was awful. Doomscreech I'm working on for Faction Wars. I have a Painkeeper. If I can ever get an unkillable comp, that would be cool. And then just some people that I got here for Faction Wars, etc. So, and a lot of food. And I made room on this account already when I was on the break. And my vault is just... one, either I'm working towards the Rosin fusion, or 2 champions that I've used for Faction Wars. So, yeah. So that is the account. Now, on this account, I have 42 shards. And hopefully we get some of that luck we had in the last video, or the last account. And what I'd really like here is a solid Poisoner. Any kind of food for the Rosin fusion that saves me time would be huge. And anything really just good, usable, OP. So let's start with a 10 pop here. And hope for the best. Starts off with a legendary. Oh my god. 2 legendaries. Rotos. Woohoo! Yes! Another one! What? Mashaled? Oh my god, this is insanity. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. Mind is freaking blown. The rest of this can be absolutely nothing. Rotos, Mashaled, Skull Lord gives a crap about, but holy crap. Wow. Wow. Okay, I guess that luck carried over. I'm not expecting anything. This is all going to be rares, I'm sure. Oh, Verask. That's my 3rd Verask. 2nd Bushy. I can't believe that last pull. Holy crap. That was insanity. That was insane. Another legendary! Nethril! Are you kidding me? This is insanity! This is insane! This account just went through the freaking roof! Holy crap! Zoleth, I got him already. I don't even care. This could be all uncommons, and it'd be the most amazing pulls I've ever had in my life. Holy moly. Wow. Whew. And we'll go back and look at those champs here so you can see why I'm so excited if you don't know. Wow. Holy hell. That was freaking insane. I don't even care what those last 2 guys were. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 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 Anyways, let's go back into champions here and take a look. I got a lot of work to do on this account now. Rotos the Lost Groom is just... He did take a nerf, but he's just absolutely a beast. Attacks 1 enemy, 75% chance of placing a 60% decreased debuff for 2 turns. Also has a 25% chance of granting an extra turn. Attacks 1 enemy, decreases the target's max HP by 20%. Then adds that HP to the champion's own match HP. Crazy. Ascended attacks 1 enemy, will ignore 60% of the target's defense, will also ignore unkillable and block damage buffs. Enemies killed by this skill cannot be revived. This champion has gained maximum amount of HP. And then his passive ability will decrease damage from enemy hits so that incoming damage from any single hit will not exceed 50% chance of this champion's max HP. He's insane. These pulls were freaking insane. Nethril, beast. Attacks 1 enemy 3 times, Fire Knight. Places a 30% chance of placing a 2.5% poison debuff, so the weak version of poison. And then when he's ascended, that is a strong version, so he could also replace Kale in my clan boss. Awesome. Attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance of placing a stun debuff on all enemies for 1 turn, and a 30% chance decreased speed debuff. So I can pretty much use this guy anywhere. Attacks all enemies, decreases their turn meter by 75%. This is huge for me. I mean, I can use him anywhere. Anywhere in the game. Wow. Oh, that is freaking awesome. And then Mashaled. Attacks 1 enemy, heals this champion by 30% of the damage inflicted. Ascended places a 30% increased speed buff and a 30% increased damage, or critical damage buff on all allies for 2 turns. Places a true fear and leech debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Open wounds, attacks 1 enemy, has an 80% chance of stealing all buffs from the target before attacking. Places a 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns. Also places a 15% continuous heal buff on this champion for 3 turns. Damage increases by 50% against the targets who have no buffs. Wow, that is insane. Insane. Absolutely insane. Rhodos, Nethril, Masharad. Wow. So, there's my summon session. Let me know in the comments below how you guys made out. I've never seen this in my life. For me, crazy business. I'm pumped. I'll see you on the next one, guys. I love you. If you're just finding me for the first time, consider hitting that subscribe button. We do Dragon Champions. We do Raid Shadow Legends. I love you all. See you in the next one. I'm out.